Hi, and welcome everyone to Ask Dawn and Donna. I'm Donna, and that's Dawn or Dawn, whatever side screen she's on. So today we really want to talk about some belief systems, really how it goes to letting go. So, what is your belief system around letting go? Most people, in my experience, I know from my personal experience, like I'm always thrilled that I want to let go of something, but I notice that I have a harder time to actually let it go. I like the idea of letting go much more than the actual letting go. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Can you still hear us, Dawn? Are you
I just took out the earphones and it seems to be a bit better right now, so we're going to go with that.
okay? Technical issues are
Okay.
always fun when filming. Um, so what do you have to say about some letting go, and how do you feel about letting
Yeah.
go or
Um,
not
I'd
let
say
go?
it's been a really big challenge for me. And I have a client who is going to court for custody for her baby with her ex and with her ex in laws who happen to have tons of money. And she literally had to run out with the shirt on her back.
Oh.
And to tell her to let it go is like it's it's really one of the hardest things in the world, right? And you can build somebody so much to believe in the goodness and in the divine, but when life is dealing you a real shit show, it's pretty hard to manage. It's hard to manage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yes.
just one thing at a time, one challenge at a time. And of course, I'm a gifted catastrophizer. If it was an Olympic sport, I would have gold. It's like I can be in a car and I can see, 10 car accidents happening to me, from me, and for others in like a minute, right? Like I'm really good. And I have to really stop myself. I have to literally say, okay, Dawn, stop. So one of my favorite sayings is cancel, cancel, cancel. Only love lives here. And that helps me reset my perspective in that moment and really challenge those negative thoughts.
Yeah, that's a good one, especially if you just are having thinking anything bad can happen, because there is that connotation with like letting stuff go. It has to be a bad thing, you know? Like it's a negative if you like it's like you have to, or you're letting it go. There could be that grab. I know for me there's a lot of things I want to let go of, like consciously, like even items. um, or I want to change to a different level and let go of a bad behavior. But because even if it's my choice and I want it, I'm like, I'm really excited, I want to let this go. I still have to, there's still a lot of practice in actually letting it go because it's so familiar. It's like that a little comfort zone blanket or whatever you want to call it that I know, like even though I don't like the behavior or whatever I'm doing, um like sugar is a good example. I don't eat a lot of sugar, but when I'm like going to give it up or someone tells me it would be best for me not to have it, then it's like I search it out. It's like this weird, like, no, well, I'm going to let it go in a few days. So I'll hoard it. So other than just like, I don't even really like it, why does it activate that behavior to the
Hmm.
fear of letting go? Because then there's some space and I
Yeah.
don't know what's going to happen in that space. So I either want to fill it up to help me bridge something or keep kind of holding on to it in hopes I need it, which I know I never really do. So it's an interesting one for the belief system. For me, it's one of the harder belief systems to wrap my head around, to be safe enough always that if whatever really goes, even though I believe in that, and when I'm in the flow, I let things come and go. But when I'm not in the flow, I have a split second of like, oh, I don't know, is it the right decision or not? Then I kind of want to keep those things close to me that I want to let go. So it's still a work in progress for me, that letting go. And
Same.
I'm sorry about the friend, because she wants to leave the relationship, but then she's also in a situation where everything might be taken care of her. And I guess that is really those moments when, okay, what do you believe in? You know?
Well, that's
Yeah,
it.
don't
When you're
deny it.
in the when you're in the depths of despair, it's like, yeah, okay, this sounds good on paper, but practicality is really hard. And, you know, I've been practicing the work and trying to change my catastrophizing ways for a good 8 years now. And I still should get a gold medal. So
You're gonna get a gold
it's
medal.
really hard, right? Our thoughts become our belief systems, which become our reality. And so, when things are really challenging, because life is always really challenging, right? It doesn't matter how much work you've done or where you're at. And, I even have been stuck in this place where I know and believe that everything is possible. But it was like, but do I give my notice? I don't have the next place lined up. I don't know if that money's going to come in. I don't know, because they hold your damage deposit for 14 days. It was like, and today I just ripped off the band aid. I just ripped off the band aid. I wrote it up. I gave them the letter. I didn't speak to anybody. And I'm having a yard sale tomorrow. I am selling everything that's not taped down. I, it's like, I'm just going to make it happen because I can. Because I can. And I deserve better. And I really value my home. It's my sanctity. And, the old lady with dementia upstairs doesn't respect that so much when she's walking over my head at 3 a.m. The guy across the sidewalk yells expletives at 10 p.m. and it's while I'm getting ready for bed. And it's just like, this is a lot close for comfort. So it's just time. It's just time. And I've made that decision. And I'm trusting that the world of possibilities that is available to me, even if it costs a little more, is worth my sanity. And about an extra 200 square feet is like, I always say 200. 200 is a big number for me. $200 a month is like a lifestyle change. And 200 square feet is like a lifestyle change in your home. It's like, wow, I can have a desk. Right? It's
Yes.
like, that's huge for me. So I'm making it happen, and I'm trusting that it will happen, and that the right place and the right time and the right money and the right things is just going to happen, because I've been doing a lot of work to get there. And,
Yeah. I think
that's
it's,
the same problem with the sugar, is I do this I deserve it thing.
yeah, I know. And what you really want is like, well, the deserve with the sugar is like, what you really want is to feel better. And the sugar doesn't make you feel better. It's just a trick. But with your moving, that's a beautiful thing that you're just going to make it happen, because no matter what, you're going to make your life happen. Like if you stay, like things happen, who knows what's going to happen. Life presents obstacles, some challenges. And it's really when we put in our beliefs and do all this work, when it meets a crisis, to like whatever that is, moving, wanting something different, up leveling, changing, being afraid, there's fear of like, you want this and you're here, you don't really know how it's going to work out, but sometimes you just have to go for it, and it'll work out one way or another. It's going to work out. So might as well be in the
Yeah.
direction of a $200 more a place with 200 more square feet.
Right. Right. Which, is hard to come by here in Vancouver and LA. And we understand what that value point really is. Some people don't get it. It's like, well, And I've thought about it. I've thought about moving all the way to Cranbrook, which is like 9 hours and on the East Coast or the east side of my province. And, and it's like, yeah, okay. I can come visit these doctors if I want to, right? I don't have to stay here, right? It's like the world of possibilities is finally open to me, but it's because I've created them. The opportunities are there, and it's up again. I say this a lot, it's my choice.
No, it is.
It's
It's
my
true.
choice. And I'm choosing my happiness as much as I am a downtown girl, as much as all my friends and all my appointments are here. So funny today. I actually had the wrong appointment. I went to the wrong address. I got in my car and drove to this address and then got this niggling like, you should check that address again. Yeah, I'd have freaking walked. It was downtown. So I had to drive back. I paid for parking for somewhere I could have walked to. It was like, I guess this was because I'm going to follow up with him in 6 weeks. I won't be living here in 6 weeks. Do you see how that worked out?
Yeah, you'll know how to get
And
there.
he
You'll
was
know how to
really
drive
handsome,
there.
which is very helpful when somebody's sticking a needle in you.
It does make it go down
I
easier.
do. I will know. Yeah.
But I like
So
putting your
the opportunity.
applying the cancel to the space where, because I've been really trying just to when meditate and the things I know I want to leave behind and create space, try to keep the space open, whether it's a feeling or just a state of being, and try not to fill it with old stuff or new stuff, just not fill it so I get more comfortable in that unknown space. But I like adding that cancel to the thought that comes in, like maybe like, oh, should I, whatever that is, like if it's an emotion or something that I want to fill the moment with, just to say that to kind of make me come back into my body, into the spaciousness that I want to create. So I like adding those two things because I think it's a topic
Only
we could
love
talk.
lives here.
Only love lives here, because I think it's a
Only love
topic.
lives here. Resets.
Mm-hmm. Because this is an ongoing topic I think we could talk a lot about, and a lot of different, it's not an easy state of being to be in, and sometimes you don't even realize that you're afraid to let things go, because even you want to move, you've wanted to move for a while, but
A
to
while.
not have a home is a scary thing if you don't have something already lined up. So it's
Mm-hmm.
it's a bold step out there. So good luck on finding a new property.
Thank
Yay!
you.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good blessings. So if
Yeah.
you have any questions about what we've talked about or can relate, I think a lot of people can, please leave us a comment, like the video, or if you have a comment or a topic that you would like us to talk about, you can email us at askdonanddonna@gmail.com. See you on the next video.